Yo, what's up? So, pretty much this video is just gonna be about me playing a poker tournament. It's approximately 4 hours ago, sorry. It's just a few clips that I picked up, saved, while I was playing poker. And as you can see here, I've got a king 4. Looking at the hand rankings, I don't know what the fuck I want to do. I'm on the big blind, so I was just gonna check it out. As you can see here, I'm hitting that 4, so I go in for the small bet. We got a couple of callers. I got the 2 pair with the kings. I'm gonna increase my bet just to 1/3 of the pot. The small bet gets 1 to fucking call it. It's gonna be 570 in the pot. So I check it down. Obviously, I have the full house, and there I win on that clip. Here's another one. It's gonna be ace-4 of spades. As you can see here, the flop's gonna be 3-3-8 and 2 spades. So I got the 4 flush. He's gonna be betting 170, which is the pot. I'm calling, obviously. I've got the 25% chance of hitting a spade, and then the 3 outs for my ace. So I decide here to go for half pot, just to bluff him out of it, and he folds. Next clip's gonna be an ace 10 suited. The one on my left's just raised to 350. He gets re-raised and then re-raised again. This guy's about to fold. And I have a choice decision. Sorry, I have a hard decision. I fold because there's 3 in front of me with the ace 10. As you can see here, all 3 have gone all in. 2 of them with ace jack. And it just shows you that that was the best fold of my life. I would have gone in ace 10 if it was just one person. But because it was 3, obviously I folded and he got the flush. So that was a lot of money saved by me. Then the other one's going to be just the ace. So I check it down. I see that there's only a jack and a 2. He's betting. He bet half pot. So I'm deciding whether to raise or to call here. I just decided to call. I slow played him down. Checking again, waiting for him to bet. Right enough, he does to half pot once again. Once again, deciding what to do. And I call it. Now 6 comes out. So I check. I know he's going to bet once again. And then I re-raise him here at the end. And he folds. Perfect play. Now as you can see here, my money did decrease by about 4,000. That's because of a loss that I'd never recorded. However, you can see here I've got that king queen and I raise it up. Flop comes 10 jack 10. The 2 hearts out there, so obviously I have my open-ended straight draw. I decide to check, but as you see here, someone's just bet, so I call the 450. And there's my straight. However, there's still a flush. So I want to be careful about this one, and I checked it down. I'm near positive. And just the 7 comes out, so not a 4th heart, which is great. Nobody bet on that one, so I'm happy enough to bet again if nobody else bets. As you can see here, he bets 150. I decide to raise it up just a tiny little bit. We get 1 caller. So out of 7,000, we get the 1.5 from both, and that's me 1 with my straight. And I'm back up to my normal chip position. As you can see here, I've just bet a lot. I've called the all-in bet from pocket 9s. He hits the 10, but I hit the 9s, taking 1 out of the tournament and doubling up for myself, which is great. So I've got the King 7. Normally I wouldn't call this. I'd normally just fold this hand. But I decided to call because of the diamonds. I don't know if that's really a smart play, but if diamonds came out, it would have had a king high flush. As you can see here, I've got the kings anyway. And I was slow playing him. I thought maybe he's consistently betting and he's got a jack or a king. And I've got a low kicker for my king. There's a lot of higher kickers for the king, so I'm trying to be as cautious as possible. I do have to call him though because he goes all in, and I did expect him to have the king, and he did have a higher kicker. So I did lose on that one, but here's another king 7 suited. I don't know what's with me by calling in this tournament. Usually I don't call with my king 7, but here's the reason why I did it. I got that 4 flush. I decided to bet it, and ace comes out on the turn. I decide to check. I know I'm beat. Then a king comes out. Everybody checked on those aces. If someone has a queen, they might call. So I said, right, fuck it, I'm gonna bet half pot. They both fold, and that was a nice little win by me. As you can see here, I've got the pocket kings. I'm fucking screaming, but my mic was off. He fucking goes all in. I'm like, what do? I'll go all in again over the top. And we actually got a call. So as you can see here, 70 fucking thousand is in the pot. Kings hit the first card on the flop, and that's me with 100%. Master fucking pot right there. Absolutely incredible. As you can see here, I've got ace king. So I decide, you know what, I'm just going to raise this pot up 3 big blinds. And aces hit on the flop. I decide to check, hoping he'll bet. And he does. He bets more than half the pot. Sorry, no he doesn't. He bets a little bit. I read that wrong. Here he goes in for a bigger bet. I'm deciding, you know what, that's not enough for me. I'm gonna raise you up 12,000. And he goes all in over the top. I'm happy with it. And another monster pot won by me. Ace Jack versus Ace King. And I decide to call. And as you see there, I had the queens, but on the river he got me with the king. I was fucking pissed. And now I'm on the short stack. And immediately after, I get a king queen suited. King hits on the flop. I'm checking this down. Ace hits. I'm fucking shitting myself with this ace. He's checking. I decide to hit the min bet at this time. And he folds. I'm happy with that. I get at least some of my money back from the previous fucking loss.
There we go. We're on a final table. This is the final table. I'm ace king final table. I'm shortest stack.
As you saw there, I was not happy about being short stack.
He's gone all in. And there's a call.
And at this position, I didn't know what to do.
I need time to think of.
Now, I realized that I was on the bubble. If I called this, I'd be so fucked. And then, after I folded, I realized, wait a minute. I should have folded ages ago because one of them's guaranteed to lose. And as you see here, I win.
Do I win? Fuck yes.
And the relief. The fucking relief.
Take a screenshot of that, man.
That motherfucker. Now, I was in the moment. I'm not stupid. I didn't realize that I was on the bubble, and folding would have made I won anyway. But here you see I've got ace 10. It's just gonna be me and him. I've got that gut shot straight, and I'm gonna bet at it. And he folds. So semi-bluff by me, it was pretty good. And as you can see here, I've got an all fucking hearts with no hearts in my hand. 5 comes off. He didn't bet, so I'm betting. And he calls, so that makes me shit myself, but I have the big balls. I go in for a half pot raise. And he folds with I have nothing, which was great for me. Now I have pocket 4s, which I would normally fold, but in this situation I decided, you know what, fuck it. This guy who raised, he has been consistently raising the past 4 hands, so I didn't expect him to have a great hand. So I called him my 4s, and the guy behind me also called. I'm obviously checking that down. Every card on that flop fucks me, plus the 2 hearts scared me a little bit as well. So he's gonna go ahead and bet 1.5. I decided to call it, hopefully get a 4, maybe get a full house. As you see here, he folds and an 8 comes out. I'm checking. And so does he. So I decide, you know what? He checked that. Maybe he was just trying to get me out. I'm going to try to get him out. I raise my 1.7. And he goes over the top all in. And in this position, the way he played this, I was suspect. I didn't know what the fuck he had. Every card right there on that board was fucking better than my pocket 4s. I didn't expect him to have anything. As you see here, my mouse is going over all the cards. I'm thinking, man, I'm covered. I've got to fold. There's nothing else I can do in this situation. I did lose quite a lot of money on that pot. But then just, I think 2 minutes after that big loss, I pick up ace queen and I raise it up. And we get 4-way action. Nothing hitting for me. I was looking for 2 runners for a straight or an ace queen because I had 2 over pairs. So here's me betting at the pot. There's no other way to win it. And I'm actually surprised by these 2 callers. This guy was taking forever, however he does decide to fold, and a king comes out, giving me a gut shot straight draw. I'm checking that bitch down. 2 people called right after me. I'm putting them on 10s, 9s, or those hearts. Everyone else checks. Hearts come out. I decide, you know what? I'm not gonna check. I've got a bet at the pot to win it. Everybody's been checking. First one folds. And obviously he's thinking about what hands I could have. He's not taking forever, he's just thinking. And eventually he decides to fold on a beautiful pot by me. As you see here, I've got ace king suited. I'm fucking happy. I raise it up to the min raise 1,600. Big blind's gonna be 800. Guy to my left, he re-raises me once again. And now I'm wondering, I have ace king. Am I gonna call or am I gonna ship it? I'm short stack. Everybody here has way more money than me. The guy I'm up against got 55. If I ship it, he's probably gonna call it anyway. I've got ace king. I want him to call. If I called, I would have only had 1,500 in my stack. And as you see here, I go all in. He calls me. Pot's gonna be 10. I get the kings. He's got the sixes. That's a full house for him. 3 of a kind from me. Didn't exactly work out. And that's me at the end of the tournament. And as you see here, I came 6th place and decided to close down all my applications and just have a think about myself. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I think it's 16-17 minutes of the poker tournament. Poker tournament lasted about 2.5-3 hours, but I did shorten it down. Very nice and short for you. Hopefully it comes to the point where I do get into a tournament again, because this was my first tournament where I actually reached this far. Well, I hope you did enjoy, and if I do, I will post another video if I have the chance. If you have any suggestions on how I could play better or any videos, put them in the comment section.